Just because you haven't done it, just because you've never been around somebody that hasn't done it, and just because you've never heard of it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. If you are not experiencing anxiety, if your problems are not replaced as soon as you solve one with a bigger one that's geometrically bigger, then you're not growing. I hate to hear people tell me my business is running smoothly, everything's great. Well, then he might as well, or she might as well blow their brains out, because they sure as hell aren't growing. What my deal is all about is growing geometrically, quantumly. And just remember that, and keep an open mind. Because I have been there and done that. There's no question about that. Yeah. Another thing, and I said this yesterday, just because you haven't done it, just because you've never been around somebody that hasn't done it, and just because you've never heard of it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because absence of evidence is not evidence of their absence. I'm going to say some things that are real foreign to you. Some things that you've been taught by your parents, your grandparents in school, and basically, all that is crap. Now, I'm not talking about moral issues and things like that, or religion. I don't get into that. I was raised a Roman Catholic, if that tells you, and I'm still a Roman Catholic, and my wife's a convert Catholic, if that gives you any idea about where I stand on religion. But I'd be glad to debate any of that during the break. So just keep an open mind. The high-performance people that I will continue to allude to all day long live in a different world than you. They came from the same world as you did, but they live in a different world. They think differently.
I would say the mindset that you have to have, you definitely have to be a little crazy. Your faith and your belief has to be crazy. You have to see what's not there and manifest it to be in there. But the mindset is that I was a dreamer. I started this whole thing as a dream. And then the day that I turned into the combination of a dreamer and a realist, that's when I started to really go, you know? And that's saying, like, don't be afraid to close your eyes and dream, but then open your eyes and see the reality of what it's going to take for you guys to be successful. That mindset, that relentlessness, that craziness, and really facing reality of what it's going to take to achieve your dream is something that I think we all have to have if we really, really, really trying to get it, not trying to play around.